Greetings, viewers. My name is Brett Hugh, with 2 T's. If you've been reading my blog, you know it's about geography. Geography. The minute I put that word in, I suspect that it repelled many. Geography is something most people are uncomfortable with, but I like it. Why exactly did I choose geography? You'd think I'd do something more fun. Ha! That's what you think. Geography is fun, at least to me. But it did take a while for me to decide on this. I initially considered playing an educational game, as well as writing a novel, but eventually I realized that the one thing I have consistently enjoyed was geography. My house. It has several atlases, a really old and small Chinese one, a Reader's Digest Children's Atlas of the World, an Oxford Atlas of the World, and an encyclopedia that contains some atlas-like elements. All this exposure, coupled with a subscription to National Geographic, established and deepened my interest in geography, and eventually made this the focus of my studies. Originally, I wanted to make an atlas of the world, but fortunately I was told that would be too big a task. I said fortunately because now I'm working on an atlas of just the state I live in, Pennsylvania, and I have spent a really long time researching just this state. I've only begun compiling the information over a week ago. Specifically, this atlas will include where Pennsylvania is in relation to the world as an introduction, as well as an overview of the state's history and demographics. Demographics is the study of population, and it is very closely related to geography. The core part of this atlas will talk about the physical and especially the political geography before concluding with a brief discussion of Pennsylvania's climate. My atlas is called A Buffoon's Guide to Pennsylvania, a short but de-buffoonizing reference to the Keystone State. As I am currently working on the physical geography, I have already finished the location, history, and demographics of Pennsylvania. One thing I, the Pennsylvanian Poindexter, am possibly proud of is my drawing of the county map of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has 67 counties, some of which are oddly shaped, but still all have to fit perfectly like puzzle pieces. Other maps used in the introductory section of the world are the world and the USA. These maps I'm not as proud of, but I feel are still decent. The drawings, unlike the last one, were mostly from memory. The history section is pretty straightforward and is mainly a summary of my research, but I'm also possibly proud of my demographics section. Aside from geography, I'm also quite interested in demography, which is difficult to understand without visuals. I like the demography section because I got to get really nerdy about it. I even used the Microsoft Excel Spreadsheet. Just pulling up that spreadsheet will automatically make you look busy. I can email it if you want to trick your teacher or boss or parent to make it seem like you're working when you really aren't. Anyway, population graphs of Pennsylvania did not exist to my satisfaction, so I had to make my own with this spreadsheet. They came out quite well, although I had to do a bit of wrestling with the functions of Excel to make them look how I wanted them to look. In the end, researching geography is in and of itself an enlightening task, but making an atlas for others to read will spread the knowledge. Most importantly, geography is a severely misunderstood subject, derided as nerdy and belittled as trivia. Through this project, I hope to clear up negative misconceptions about this subject and emphasize its importance as a central social science. Sa 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 sa.